My name is Vivo. I came here as a software developer. I'm now a senior developer.
Why did you choose to come work for StrongMail?
Of the places that I interviewed at, two really challenged me. Maxim, Shekhar, and Ravi granted no quarters when they grilled me. And I absolutely wanted to come work for people that I can learn a lot from. When my future boss asked me about bloom filters, I was very confident that this is where I wanted to be. I had previously worked for a manager who was not very technically competent, so it was great working for somebody who had a strong foundation in computer science. And also, StrongMail gave away the great ensemble of t-shirts and sweaters, and I was confident that I could restock my entire wardrobe for at least 5 years with some very nice apparel.
And StrongMail is greatly pleased to have assisted you in that endeavor. Okay, what were the highlights of coming to work here? Or working at StrongMail?
I think people here are kind. They're genuinely kind. They're great, awesome human beings. Umesh guided my girlfriend and I and a group of our friends on hikes. I have a friend who works at IBM. She works at IBM's DB2 product, and she invited me to join her on an IBM outing. And as a joke, I wanted to wear a Oracle shirt. Charisse dug through his stuff to find me an Oracle shirt and give it to me so that I could wear it on the event. As a going away gift, Norm baked me this beautiful loaf of bread, and Bill gave me a book. So the developers here are among the most indefatigable and innovative that I've ever worked with. Over time, we've had differing opinions on implementations, but we've always been at least cordial. I have a connection with some of the folks in India, even though I've never had a chance to meet them face to face. And building the product here has been a tremendously rewarding challenge. Supporting 8 different databases across different releases is painfully satisfying. I'm thankful for the opportunity to solve some very interesting security and scalability issues. The esprit de corps here is damn near inimitable. It's really that amazing. And the innumerable antics, pranks, and just indelible gestures. Hudith and I, we used to be workout partners. And then, one day she told me she was doing her morning boot camp, and I chastised her as that's nothing more than just, her going shopping for shoes in the morning. And this other time, Arvian was fasting, and he still kicked Leon's butt in ping pong. And every time, she challenges somebody, I remind her not to get so cocky because she got her ass kicked by a starving guy. So the Message Studio folks have our 5 o'clock tea time. 5 o'clock tea time whenever we feel sluggish. Sometimes it's at 2, often it's at 3, sometimes it's at 4. And we justify it by saying that it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world and we're a multinational, so that's okay. I've never been in a convertible before joining StrongMail, and Lisa, took me a ride in her Mustang, and she, pulled the Mustang's top down. There are so many smart asses in Message Studio. I say that with genuine affection, and 2 of the most conspicuous are Dave and Lisa. And StrongMail really invests in its people. Ravi has always supported. He's always supported me in all of my academic endeavors except one. There's a story behind that. Through my graduate program, even when I take courses for my own edification, be it in accounting or Russian history, he's always been supportive. The one time that he lobbied heavily against me was when I told him I wanted to do Stanford's PhD program, and he felt that that would have been an enormous waste of my time, money, and effort. So he just, I believe then, as I do now, that he lobbied against me going to that program because he was looking out for me. The StrongMail physical fitness program is wonderful. I started January 2008, north of 201 pounds, and last week I dipped below 160 pounds. Development sticks together. We've had our tense moments, but we've always worked through them. There has never been any instance where somebody said, "Oh, that's not my problem." When it's crunch time, none of my developers, colleagues, have ever left me, behind. They've never left me hanging.
What have been your moments of growth?
So there's a collection of pithy sayings that gets repeated at StrongMail. Sam's, ideas are shit, execution's everything, and he hangs that up in his office. Sharice's mantra for engineering is build the right product with quality on time. But more than that, I've learned a great deal about forbearance working here. I'm one of the youngest, if not the youngest, member in development. And Ravi, Lisa, and Priyanka especially, and other team members have shown me a great deal of patience. And so I've been fortunate enough to learn from their examples.
You can describe the one experience that kind of is a quintessential description of how you've enjoyed StrongMail. What would that be?
Well, I have a wonderfully eclectic conglomeration of memories here. But the one experience, I guess, the reason why I'm leaving StrongMail is to go co-start a company. And, there's no health benefits, obviously. So I got a letter from the Cobra opt-in plan, and the insurance was just ridiculously high. And I was talking to Ravi about it, and he came up to me and said, if I wanted to, he would go talk to other people, to probably upper management, about keeping me here part-time so that they can keep me on the insurance plan. And I think that speaks volumes about the character of the kind of people you find here. If I were to leave anything behind, from a technical perspective, it would be from having architected the data access layer and the recipient layers, and then also some of the work in the security and performance and infrastructure code pieces. And more than that, though, I hope that I've established some great relationships with the people here.
This is goodbye. Tomorrow is your last day. And if there are any words that you would like to share with the team you leave behind, what would they be?
My last days here have been very bittersweet. I am very excited about starting a new company, concomitantly also melancholic. Moving on from such a great place. I tend to think of myself as a commensurate pragmatist, so I find it, frankly, I find it very, very, very difficult, much more difficult than I thought, to say goodbye to some of the people here. My time here has been immensely pedagogical, professionally rewarding, and very personally enjoyable.
We will miss you too, Yui. especially on the gym floor.